What is going on, everyone? It is Chris here at Hertastic Reviews. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's been a while. The whole shebang, I've been busy, yada, yada, yada. But you know what I haven't been busy for is buying Blu-rays. I get paid a little bit more, so I spend a lot more, is usually how the game works. But today, I want to talk about some Blu-ray pickups. Mostly I do these because I need validation on the internet and because I feel like I have some good taste on my pickups. So the first thing I want to talk about today is Driven by Rennie Harlan starring Sylvester Stallone. I just picked this up today. This is hot off the press. Not the movie, but the pickup. Like, I went out today on this recording and picked this up at Big Lots for $5. Rennie Harlan is one of those directors who I think is really underrated. And it has Sylvester Stallone. Now, it's a race car movie, so it gives me Ford vs. Ferrari vibes, which I haven't seen the movie, but it's a dad movie, and I'm not a dad at all, so we'll see how I feel about it. But can't go wrong with Rennie Harlan. The next movie I picked up, my friend Daniel from Cobwebs, we split a car, and he helped me with this one. This is from Kino. This is like during their latest hot summer sale. I picked up Angel, starring Marlene Dietrich, and it's directed by Ernest Lubitsch. I haven't seen this movie before, but the cover, if you can see it here, is beautiful. Marlene Dietrich I saw in A Witness for the Prosecution, which is a Billy Wilder film with Charles Lawton, and she was fantastic in it, and I just wanted to see more. Now, she's definitely, for those Criterion snobs, you might have noticed her in those Josef von Sternberg Blu-ray box sets from Criterion. I haven't seen most of those at all, so I want to kind of get into her, so I'm definitely going to dive into this soon. But because of we're talking about old Hollywood starlets, I'm definitely planning on having a Bette Davis marathon very soon. I plan on watching Now Voyager, What Happened to Baby Jane. I'm going to watch The Letter, All About Eve. And I think there's one more movie I have picked up that I plan on watching. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get to Bette Davis. And then I think Marlene Dietrich is going to be the next. But I've been just watching a lot of these old Hollywood stars, and I just absolutely love them. I just got a drink to that. It is the afternoon, and I'm already drinking on the channel. Normal occurrence here. Anyway, the next film I picked up was a movie I already owned, but I really, really love the cover for it, even though it's like not that much different. It's a lot better than the version I have, and it was only $10. Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse, which is a Shout Select Blu-ray release. This is Spine number 4 for those who are not aware of the Shout Select series. Basically, Scream Factory has another section called Shout Select. And they put out a bunch of like older movies that are pretty well known and popular, and put some, in this really cool numbered spine sets, and you can collect them and such. But Roadhouse, really good movie. I already owned it on a regular Blu-ray. This has a lot more bonus features that I kind of want to go and check out. But also, it's just Roadhouse. Roadhouse is awesome, so why couldn't I pick it up for $10, right? So for those who are not aware, I've only told my close circle, but I'm going to be starting a new podcast soon. And what that podcast's name is, I'm not sure yet, but I can tell you what it will be about. And if you're interested, I'd love to hear your comments down below. But I need a name for it, so if you want to suggest a name, maybe I'll take it and I'll credit you. But the podcast I will be starting, the Hertastic Podcast, is gone. Forget about it. It is trash. The guests weren't. Thank you so much for that, for being a part of it. But I want to focus in on more things. And one I've noticed lately in my film taste, just watching films, and then just recently as well, I've been really into sequel films. So this new podcast I will be starting will be highlighting nothing but sequels. So on this podcast, once it has its name, will be up on Spotify, iTunes. It will be on the website as well, updated. I'm just working on a lot more of the background work on that before it launches. But yeah, it's going to be all on sequels. So look forward to that. But the next things I want to talk about are like the big ones. I haven't really told anybody about these, so these have been closed under wraps. Unless you follow me on Twitter, then you kind of know about one of them. So you should follow me on Twitter. That's at Hertastic Chris. Check out all my tweets there. But this movie that I picked up, I missed out on another counterpart of it because it had such a good deal. It flew off the shelves. But I found this in my search, and I figured, what the hell? It's such a great deal. I might as well pick it up and get into it. Especially with this new podcast I'm going to be launching. It'll be perfect for it. That is the Scream Factory release of The Omen. Now, I've seen the original Omen with Gregory Peck, and I've also seen the 2006 remake, I believe it was. I don't remember much about the remake. The original I liked, but I wasn't crazy about it. I never understood why it was so monumental. I was more about The Exorcist and when it came to like these religious films. But this new box set came out, and it was $40 at Walmart, and I had to pick it up. It was the last one. I was looking for The Fly, and they didn't have it. So I was like, I might as well get something, right? But look at this thing. It is huge. It has five films. So yeah, The Omen, The Omen 2, The Final Conflict, Omen, The Awakening, and then the 2006 remake. This is a sturdy box set. I want to get more into box sets. I think I have a decent enough collection, but nothing this cool of this magnitude. So, did you pick this thing up? It was on Amazon. It was also at Walmart. I don't know how many more of these are left, but I saw that The Fly had risen back up in price, and it was a little harder to get. So I definitely wanted to grab this. So The Omen. I'm gonna let Godzilla look after it for right now, but. The final thing I picked up, this is a big one. So this is story time. Might need a drink for it because it's kind of stressful. So this thing I had pre-ordered. I was warned that it would run out of stock once it released, so I better have pre-ordered it. And I pre-ordered it about 2 weeks before its release through Amazon because that was the only place left you could get it. The thing about that was I had been waiting and waiting once it had finally released, and I didn't get any confirmation from Amazon that I was getting it, or it had shipped. It had said, you'll be contacted when it ships. I never got that. So I would have thought it would have shipped like a couple days before or the day of at least. But when I realized that same day that it wasn't updated at all, and I looked on Amazon's website and it said currently unavailable, I was like, I'm not going to get this thing. And I freaked out because I've been really wanting it. But luckily, I saw in the third-party section of the Amazon page for this thing, somebody was selling it for $110. This thing was $125 plus tax was $135. With tax, this thing was like $120 or something. So I saved $15, and it shipped that same day I ordered it. And I got it that following Thursday or Friday, I think it was, it was Thursday. So it's out of stock everywhere. There's rumors there's going to be a run of this, but I was so lucky that same day somebody was selling it. They were selling it under the condition of very good, but that was it. And it was fulfilled by Amazon, sold. I was taking the risk for it. And when I got it, it was in pristine condition. Now, there's one or two dinks, so I can feel like maybe a collector was just pissed off that it got a small dink through the shipping. But I could care less because I care about the movies and the set itself, because that's the kind of guy I am when it comes to boutique labels. So, without further ado, don't get Jealous-Zilla. This is actually Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Biollante. I love this boy right here. He's so cool. Godzilla vs. Biollante out of print Blu-ray, which I own as well. The type of collector I am. But anyway, his cousin, this thing is beautiful. It's by Amazon. I picked up the Gamera, the complete collection. This thing is freaking bigger than me. Like, look at this thing. It's heavy. It's a dumbbell. This thing is beautiful. Yeah, I had been wanting this since it had been released. I wasn't sure if I was going to get into it, so I figured I'd get into Godzilla first. Well, I'd always been into Godzilla, but the early stuff was hard to get. So I had decided I would go and watch through the Showa era Godzilla, and by the time I got done, I would think Gamera was going to be coming out. So I got done just in time, and I love those early Godzilla movies, so of course I'm going to love this Gamera box set. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 movies in this thing. It is beautiful. The dink is like right here and right here, but that's like not even noticeable. This thing's sturdy. I love this release. This is probably one of my favorite Blu-ray releases. This is going to be for Heath right here to show. I'm just getting buried in kaiju. But this thing is beautiful because I'm going to set this here. You get the complete comics collection here from Gamera. This is through Dark Horse. If you look at the back, there's 5 different comics. It's all in here. All of it. Gamera! Like, are you freaking kidding me? This thing's beautiful. You get comics with it. And then you get the production notes. This thing is like huge. Look how beautiful this is. Now, Gamera here is very cheesy. He was called the Protector of Children in the early Showa series. But once it got to the Heisei series, I've been told that these Gamera films are the best kaiju films ever made. And, I mean, I can't help but, like, love this. Like, look at that. Gamera looks like a boss. Trying not to get that glare there, but jeez. And you want to see some of, like, the really cool early stuff? Look at that. Look at that. Ah, so cool. And then without further ado, okay, Criterion fans are going to unsubscribe to me if they even subscribed at all. But this release by Arrow, I think, is even better than the Showa series. Like, it's thick, it's sturdy like a turtle with its shell. But look at all the artwork on the releases with all the discs. It's just beautiful. I mean, this is better than sex. I mean, I can't really say anything about that because I've never had sex, but I'm willing to bet from reading Ben Shapiro's tweets on Twitter that this is probably better than sex. So, Gamera, like his theme song says, I picked this up at a really cheap price, as per usual, and I cannot wait to dive in. Now, with Godzilla, I'm diving into the Heisei series already. I already watched The Return of Godzilla from '84, but I think I might go back and finish up some more Showa business. But yeah, let me know, what have you picked up lately? What do you think of my pickups? What do you even think about my new podcast coming out? Are you going to hate it? You going to love it? You want to recommend a name? Let me know down below. Thank you all for watching. If you want to check out more of my stuff, I would definitely recommend hitting subscribe. Go check out my other cool stuff. Check out my friends. Nathan Jones, he's doing really great stuff with his journeys through film with guests. Chris Bowie at Filmstocked is doing awesome stuff, and he has a new podcast, so definitely listen to that. Daniel at Cobwebs Podcast, great stuff. You can see me on there often. So thank you all for watching, and remember, if you're not trying to buy this Arrow Collection Gamera set, do you really care about cinema? I'll see you next time.